The DF Patreon is relaunching and it's going to be something really special. Support the team and you'll get exclusive behind the scenes content, early access to our weekly show and more superb videos. Oh, and if you like DF Retro, we want to do bigger, we want to do better, and we need your support to do it. It's time for a change, but first of all I want to thank our existing Patreon contributors out there for their support. Over the years it's been a rocky road in actually making Digital Foundry a viable business, one that can actually pay its bills. And your support has been crucial in getting to where we are now. And based on our surveys and our conversations with our patrons, where it turns out that the concept of supporting us, supporting this team, it's just as valuable, if not more so, than the pristine quality video downloads we provide. And this concept of support comes up time and time again, along with the idea of getting closer to the Digital Foundry team and our daily workflow. So let's talk about the new Patreon tier structure. Digital Foundry supporter, $5. Premium supporter with early access, bonus material and much more for $10. Meanwhile, DF Retro, the area of Digital Foundry that needs the most support and investment, $15, and the extras you gain increase as the tiers stack up. At the base level, for $5 per month, nothing changes. The supporter tier offers you the same access to digitalfoundry.net, which allows you to get high bitrate downloads of every video we produce, and indeed every video we have produced since November 2016. No download limits, no ads. On top of that, there's Discord access, which I highly recommend taking advantage of. Now, over the last few months, we've found this community to be positive, friendly, and it definitely helps to shape the direction of our projects and workflow. The final perk in this category, our Patreon is regularly updated with new posts, including a breakdown of our working week as soon as our Monday morning content meeting concludes. And if you want to get involved in the DF Weekly show, ask your questions when the weekly post crops up, and we'll do our best to answer those questions in our weekly show. Now let's talk about the new stuff, and it's really exciting. The Digital Foundry Premium Supporter tier at $10 includes a bunch of extras. And first of all, you'll get early access to that DF Direct weekly show. Now typically, as you know, this goes live on Monday afternoon UK time, but premium supporters get early access on Saturday, 2 days ahead. And yes, if podcast audio streaming support isn't set up by launch, it soon will be. Other early access opportunities to premium subscribers are also available. So if videos are complete and non-embargoed, we won't wait for a YouTube upload slot. Premium level supporters will get that content as soon as we're happy to release it. Behind the scenes content, this can be extras from projects we've published. So one example here, remember that Bloodborne 1080p 60 PS5 footage we acquired? We'll be sharing all of it to our premium level supporters. Same for the 4K AI upscaled versions. That's the kind of cool bonus stuff that we can share. You'll see some of our research too. So I had a go at producing a 4K AI upscale of the classic E3 2000 Metal Gear Solid 2 trailer. Now maybe this will eventually be published as full content if I'm happy with it, but for now it's more of a research curiosity. But fascinating to see nonetheless. A great example of behind the scenes stuff that we routinely do, that we don't typically publish but that we can share. We'll also be going back to our massive archive of data and video that started off in about 2010. This content could never be shared at decent quality levels back in the day, but we retain those original captures. So, for select titles, we'll be remastering this classic content, delivering it in original 720p format, and also cleanly upscaled for better results on today's 4K screens. Finally, we want to use funding from the Digital Foundry Supporter Program to deliver content that we love to produce, that we know our supporters enjoy, but simply doesn't make financial sense on a platform like YouTube. And one example of this is Tech Focus, Alex's series on rendering techniques that define the visual makeup of the games we play. The premium supporter tier will give you early access to the new Tech Focus, weeks before it goes live for everyone on YouTube. So that's the Digital Foundry Premium Supporter tier. It doesn't take anything away from our usual content and workflow, but if you love what we do, I think you're going to get a kick out of it. But this opportunity is all about delivering more of the stuff we love and that I hope you love too. So we want to take this opportunity to expand and grow DF Retro, a rightly beloved part of the channel, but one that absolutely needs your support to grow and to flourish, to be everything that it can be. And that's where the $15 DF Retro supporter tier comes in. DF Retro is about to get bigger and better. And here's the man himself, John Linneman, to talk about it.
I'm a huge fan of retro gaming, and DF Retro is my favorite part of Digital Foundry. It's a great chance to go back and explore classic games to better understand what makes them tick while checking out all the different conversions that may or may not exist. It's also an opportunity for me to push my own production values to the next level. These episodes take time to make. And you might have noticed then in recent months that full-length episodes have been increasingly thin on the ground. That's what the DF Retro supporter tier is all about addressing. With your support, we'll be producing one full episode of DF Retro per month, starting with a look at id Software's seminal Quake. Now, Quake is an important game to DF Retro. This is the first title I ever covered under the DF Retro banner, all the way back in 2016 when I examined the Sega Saturn version of Quake. So it felt only natural to return to it and do the game proper justice. In this video, I'll explore the history of the game, all the various ports that exist, and most crucially, test out various 3D accelerated versions of Quake, including the rather uncommon V-Quake. Join the DF Retro supporter tier then, and you'll get early access to these full-length episodes before they go live on the channel. And there's more too. We'll also be producing production logs and behind-the-scenes stories and putting together these major episodes, plus early access to the DF Retro Play series. On top of that, we'll be putting together an exclusive Retro Corner show, where I'll be joined by my good buddy and fellow enthusiast Audie Surley, the heavyweight champion of Bubsy, where we'll discuss retro news and our latest pickups among many other things. We'll also be doing a monthly retro Q&A where we field questions from our supporters, and of course, we'll continue doing live streams. So to put it simply, this is the foundation of where we want to take DF Retro, to give it more resources and more attention. And yes, we're going to need your support to make it happen.
So that's what's changing. But what isn't changing? Well, the Digital Foundry YouTube channel, as you know, it stays exactly where it is. The same content, the same amount of videos. In fact, you might see a little more than usual. DF Direct Weekly has been going for some weeks now. It exists because of our plans for the DF supporter program. Other early access material should filter through too. But I wanted to end this video by talking a little bit about sustainability and why supporting us more directly is so important to us, both on a personal and professional level. Now, you might have heard YouTube creators talking about how hard running a channel can be, how it takes over their lives. And I can tell you from personal experience, it's all true. The mighty algorithm demands regular uploads, longer videos, thumbnails designed to make you click, live streams, everything. It's a brutal business. Now, creators don't own the YouTube platform. We aren't told how to get the best out of the platform beyond the vaguest hints. And views, and therefore income, can disappear overnight, sometimes for the most arbitrary of reasons. Meanwhile, Google takes 40% of all ad revenues we do get. So, the Digital Foundry supporter program, it's crucial for us in being able to invest more and to increase resources that will let us bring in more contributors to make our life easier and to make our work better. And for us, being able to produce videos we're passionate about, that we're proud of, that might not do well under Google's algorithms, that's actually really important to us. And at the same time, we want to bring our biggest supporters closer to the core team than ever before. So check out everything we have to offer at patreon.com/digitalfoundry. And I hope you'll join us, because it's going to be awesome.